My guests today are Destiny Ruffin, Emergency Management Specialist with the Atlanta Fulton Emergency Management Agency, Kenneth Zaki, an Atlanta-based artist and poet, Brett Lacey, Division Manager of WorkSource Fulton, and Elizabeth Omalami, the leader of Hosea Helps. Our first guest is Miss Destiny Ruffin. Hello, Destiny. How are you today?
I'm great. Commissioner, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us what is, okay, it says Falco and then it says Fulton.
Okay, so the Falcon
Falco
system.
Fulton?
Yes.
I want to get the question right. I mean, is it Falcon or Falco?
Falcon.
Falcon, okay. All right, so tell us, Destiny, what is Falcon?
Okay, so Falcon, many of you guys, I know you're wondering what that is. It actually stands for Fulton Alerts Community Notifications. It actually replaced a recent Code Red system, our notification system for Code Red. So this is the new system that we're implementing here at Fulton County. So we use the Falcon as the acronym to get more people, engaged in it and possibly something new for the county right now.
And why would the county need such a system?
I think it's very important to have a notification system to alert our residents as well as our businesses on different things that's occurring weather-wise, especially for severe weather, like currently right now. We are in hurricane season, so we have a lot of severe weather that we experience in our county, as well as gas leaks or any other alerts in that sense. So our residents and our businesses will be informed.
Now, is this something that residents have to sign up for, or are they automatically included when they pay their taxes?
No, I wish that was the case. No, sir. They would actually have to go online to the Fulton County Falcon website to be able to actually sign up for it. It's actually a web-based, so people can have to create an account when they sign up for the Falcon system.
Okay, and who can sign up? Is it free to sign up? Is there a cost?
There is no cost for the Falcon system. All residents in Fulton County, as well as businesses, are allowed to sign up for the Falcon emergency alert system.
Okay, awesome. And how often will they receive alerts or emergency alerts once they sign up?
So instantly when we use the notification systems, we are trying to correlate with the National Weather Service. So when the National Weather Service sends something out as far as a severe weather or flash flood, within minutes that they're submitting theirs out, you will get an alert via text message, email, a phone call, or so text, email, phone call, you'll be able, whatever you signed up for, you'll be able to get that alert. So as soon as it's going out, we're sending it out as well for our residents and our businesses.
Now, how is this system different from the Code Red system?
So this system is a little bit different than the Code Red system, as you are able to manage the alerts that you want. Some people might not want alerts as far as gas leaks. So this allows you to go in when you create your account and actually filter out the alerts that you would like to be that you would like to come to your designated phone or text message or email. So that's one of the most important things. We want them to be able to, the flexibility for our residents and our business to be able to manage what alerts you want to come to your phone or your text message or your emails.
Okay, now everybody doesn't have access to the internet, so
that's very
how can
true.
People sign up for this program or for the Falcon program if they don't have internet access?
So I'm glad you asked that, because we did consider that. So if you do not have internet access, we want all our residents to still have the opportunity to sign up for the Falcon system. They actually can call the Fulton County Communications Department, the non-emergency line. That number is 404-730-7900. And a representative from the department will actually walk you through signing you up for the notification system.
All right. And how can our audience stay in contact with you and the Atlanta Fulton County Emergency Management Agency?
Well, we're very active on social media. We have a Facebook. You can catch us. It's actually AFSEMA. A is in Apple, F is in Frank, C is in Cat, E is in Echo, M is in Mom, A is in Apple. You can find us there on Facebook and Twitter, as well as Ready AFSEMA on Instagram, as well as our website, www.afsema.com.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for being on the show with us today, Destiny, and thank you for all the hard work that you and the Atlanta Fulton County Emergency Management Agency are doing on behalf of the residents of Fulton County.
Thank you for having me anytime.
Thanks, Destiny. Up next, we've got our arts and culture segment, and I am a big proponent of the arts and a member of the National Association of Counties Arts Commission. And I'm very excited today to have on the show with us Mr. Kenneth Zaki, who I've known for over 20 years as an artist and poet. He's done a lot of great work. So welcome to the show, Mr. Zaki.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Brother Marv. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine. Always good to see you.
Likewise, my brother. And I want to thank you again for where we last met at the Arts Exchange, where my studio is housed. I just want to thank you for your excellent example of leadership. I like how you came out here with the back to school items for our youth and the food giveaways. And what I was most impressed with, sir, was how you was a leader by example. You unloaded trucks. You were doing work out there, brother. And I just really appreciated you leading by example like that, man. You didn't abandon your workers. You was out there front and center with that red mask on, doing your thing, brother. And so it's a pleasure, bro. It's a pleasure.
Hey, well, to whom much is given, much is expected. And we've got to do everything we can to take care of the least of these. It was really a pleasure because a lot of that food we were able to get actually from Miss Omalami and Hosea. So we have to thank them as well for providing the fresh produce and all of that good stuff. But, we try to make sure that our students are ready for school on day one. But you can't make sure that the students are ready if the family's not ready. And so you have to be able to walk around and make sure that you can provide for everyone.
True. Well, brother, kudos to you and your staff and the Fulton County Commission.
Well, let me ask you this: what has been your inspiration behind being an artist and a poet?
Just reflecting the beauty of my people, and being a voice for my people, our situations, our conditions, which even are going on today, without saying nothing, but because it's the same old soup warmed over. But the bottom line is, I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. And it's a natural gift that the Most High has given me to draw, to paint, to create out of my mind and the spoken word. And so, like you say, to whom much is given, much is required. And so it's just incumbent upon me, and I'm compelled to share my poetry because of my people, my love for my culture, and that's it in a nutshell.
Talk about the role that the larger role that art plays in our society.
Well, art heals. Art heals. The role that art plays, and I tell everyone who says they're not a poet or an artist, I say write some poetry, draw, get into some art, because what we as one of the basic needs for human beings is self-expression. And so a lot of times we walk around and, well, like what I did when I was young, school was out, and so I'd walk around, throw bricks and knock out the school windows, because I ain't had no way to direct my energy. So, once I got into my art and stuff, I started sketching and stuff. It cooled me out, and it became therapeutic for me. For many years, I had worked for, I ain't gonna say where I worked for, but I worked and I had some decent position, but I was working for somebody else. And like what I do when I come home, I'll do my art. My art was my therapy, and so then I got tired of working, you know, like when my superiors became my inferiors, they say the best mode of transportation sometimes is a leap of faith. And so I took me a leap of faith, and here I is today in my own studio, creating my own art, feeling good, looking good, and speaking good. So, you know, like, it's healing. That's the role that art plays. It heals.
I love it. I love it. Tell us, how does your poetry and your visual art, how do those interplay together?
The poetry is composed of words, you know, like words creates images. And so the images create thought. And so my images and my art creates thought, and my words, my poetry, they create images, and speaks to the mind. And most of my stuff is social consciousness. Most of my poetry is social consciousness. This is a short one for you, bro. You appreciate this because I wrote this in Morehouse during finals week. This poem is very short. It's called Pressed. I ain't pressed, not oppressed, depressed, or impressed. I'm just pressing on.
I love it. I love it.
Hey,
So let me ask you.
Brother Marvin, your show wasn't so short. I would probably do a longer one, but you know, we got to work with what we have.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. Look, it's about quality, not quantity, right?
Yes, sir. True that. True, true, true.
What advice do you have for a young, aspiring artist that you know, is just getting started?
My advice for a young, inspiring artist is to do it every day. Stay true to your craft, because the more that you do it, the more you got to get into a rhythm. And also, don't be hard on yourself if you make some mistakes. Sometimes what I thought was a mistake was actually the hand of God guiding me, because some of the techniques, some of my techniques I use all the time were what I thought was a mistake, but it's helped to define my individuality as an artist. So don't beat up on yourself. Just keep doing it. Don't compare yourself to others. We each have a unique fingerprint or a footprint on this earth. We're all individuals. And so never try to compare yourself to others. Just build yourself. As you grow, you'll see your art growing, and you'll feel good. And then you'll look at the response that other people giving you, and just feel good about being an artist. It's not about the money. It's about healing. Art heals. That's why I'm doing it. It healed me. And so I wanted to be reflective to others, and I want others to heal from beauty. So that's what art is beauty, and our culture is beautiful. With Black people, if they loved us as much as they loved our culture, we wouldn't have no problem. And so I'm just a cultural ambassador for my brothers and sisters.
Awesome. I love it. Like you say, when you found your purpose, when you found your passion, it helped get you on the right track.
Yes, sir. Because it's all about purpose. You know, it's all about just listening.
Now you showed us your beautiful studio there and all the great artwork that you have. Where can people find you, and where can they find out more information about Kenneth Zaki?
Okay, well, they can meet me by appointment if they like at the Arts Exchange in East Point. That's where my studio is housed. And that's 2148 Noonan Street in East Point, down the street from Tyler Perry Studios. Also, I'm Kenneth Zaki on Instagram and Facebook. That's KENNETH That's Instagram and Facebook. Holla at a brother.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
bro.
we definitely appreciate you being a cultural ambassador on behalf of Fulton County and Atlanta. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being you. And thank you for being conscious about the work that you do.
Thank you likewise, Brother Commissioner. I appreciate you, man, and I appreciate your love of the arts. I've always noticed that about you, bro. And you just keep up the good work and know that I got your back, bro. You ever need me for something, do some art display or something, I got your back, bro. You my brother. Peace be unto you. And again, bless Fulton County Commission. We thank y'all for y'all work.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to come through there and get me some items.
I got you, brother. You know I got you. And we can do some custom made stuff too.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
Peace, bro. Thanks again.
Up next on our show is Mr. Brett Lacey from Fulton County WorkSource, and he's here to tell us about economic development in Fulton County. Brett, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, Vice Chair.
So tell us, what is WorkSource Fulton working on now, and what type of services do you all offer?
Yeah, so WorkSource Fulton focuses on the workforce development side of economic development for Fulton County. So we are connecting talent with opportunity. There's a lot of great openings still right now in Fulton County for strong in-demand careers that really provide a pathway towards economic mobility. So we're really working to help Fulton County residents access the skills and the services they need to be able to access some of those great jobs that we have right here in Fulton County. So we do that by providing employment services like helping with your job search, resume writing, interview skills, financial literacy workshops. And then we also can support you while you're getting those skills that you need. So we support your training cost, your tuition for those in-demand careers. And then you may be able to qualify for some additional support to help make sure that that training is successful. So any other assistance you may need, be it childcare or transportation, to make sure you can complete that training, we're going to help you with.
Sounds good. So I can imagine with COVID-19 and all that's going on now, you guys have been very busy.
Yes, very busy. So it's definitely impacted the way that we work. But one of the big things that we do, again, being attached to economic development, is we're monitoring what the labor market looks like. So we're really looking at where job openings are sort of shifting and making sure that we're still supporting residents in accessing those great in-demand jobs here in Fulton County. The great part is that we support transferable skills. So even if you were impacted by COVID-19 and may have lost your job, we can help you repackage or get those new skills you may have to get one of these jobs that are still hiring and still in demand. Luckily, we've been able to pivot a lot of things to virtual services so we can protect our communities and still receive these services from the comfort of your home or one of our partners that you may be able to go in and utilize a computer or internet access to get these services. We've really been investing in sort of making sure that we have those digital capabilities for our residents to still get that training.
It makes a difference because not everyone has access to the internet, and
Right.
so it really makes a difference. Tell us about your Career Reboot program.
Yeah, so this is a program that was just launched and enthusiastic support from our Board of Commissioners, where we have taken and partnered with Goodwill of North Georgia and the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce to provide our residents that may not have those digital skills with the capabilities to really tackle that and go after some of these in-demand jobs. Even some jobs that you may not think necessarily use a computer or computer skills all day, a lot of these companies have moved their entire application process online. So to be able to even apply for these jobs, you need these basic digital skills. So through our partners, Fulton County residents can go into any Goodwill center across the metro region and receive some basic training skills. You'll get competent on the Microsoft Office suite of applications, on the Google suite of applications, and then we'll help you apply those skills and that certification to apply for some of these jobs. And through the Metro Chamber, we're connecting these participants and these residents with jobs that are currently hiring and with our employers that are telling us they're really seeking these skills.
So it sounds like you guys are doing great work, but I guess one, how do you get the word out to the Fulton County residents? And two, where can people go to sign up for these programs?
Good question. So we're constantly out in the communities. We do a lot of word of mouth and in-person activities. Normally, right now, we're doing a lot of that virtually. For that career reboot, Fulton, if you're looking for that digital literacy, you can contact, again, go to one of the Goodwill training centers, or you can visit their website, which is careerconnector.org, or you can come directly to us. And the best way to get started with that is to visit atlworks.org. That's atlworks.org. And that'll get you directly connected with our team to get started. Whether you need training, whether you're ready to immediately start applying for jobs, we have a whole team that's ready and willing to work with you through that process and identify what that next step is for you to take a step towards economic mobility.
Okay, sounds good. How can our audience stay connected with you and with WorkSource Fulton, and find out more information about all of the great things you're doing to help keep people employed and retrain people for employment in Fulton County?
Yeah, we're very active on social media. That seems to be where everybody loves to go to get their news. So we're on Twitter there under Select Fulton. You can find us on Facebook and on Twitter. We put up all of our great announcements about companies that are hiring, job fairs that we're hosting, and any new and exciting development sort of in that economic development landscape for Fulton, all under the Select Fulton social media.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here on the show with us today, Brett. And thank you for all of the great work that you and your team are doing to make sure that Fulton County residents receive the training and the employment that they so desperately need.
Yep. Well, thank you for your support, Commissioner.
No problem. Glad to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a village to serve our county and to make sure that everyone is covered. Heard about the great things that Brett and WorkSource Fulton are doing. But up next, we've got Mrs. Elizabeth Omalami, who is the president of Hosea Helps and formerly Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless. And I'm just so excited to have her on the show today. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Omalami.
Hello, Vice Chair. It's so good to see you this morning.
Yes, even digitally, right?
Yes, anyway, standing up and talking.
So, Mrs. Omalami, if you will, tell us about the history and the mission of Hosea Helps.
Okay, well, Hosea Helps started out in 1970 with the death of Martin Luther King in 1968. My father was one of the chief staff members of Martin Luther King. His name was Hosea Williams. And he was, as we say, the other man on the bridge. When we talk about the Edmund Pettus Bridge and John Lewis being there, the other man that you see standing there at the head of the march was Hosea Williams. So when Martin Luther King was killed in 1968, everybody there just kind of went haywire and didn't really know what was going to happen. Eventually what happened was, Jesse went back to Chicago and Bevel and other people like him stayed here. Andy went to Washington and everybody just scattered. So my father went for a walk down Auburn Avenue. They decided to send him out on a tour to many African countries, which he did. He went to 17 African countries, and when he returned, he saw a man eating out of a trash can there in front of the Yasim's Fish Market, across from the Wheat Street Baptist Church. And he asked the man, why should you be eating out of a trash can here in Atlanta, one of our most richest cities, Black Atlanta, and the man said, I don't know, I haven't eaten in 3 days. And so he went in the Yasim's Fish Market and bought him a sandwich. And the man ate through the wax paper, Marvin, and trying to get to the food.
Right. And
come to find out the man hadn't eaten in 3 days. To no fault of his own, he was sick. He couldn't get his medicine. And so, as C.T. Vivian told us, it's in the action. It's not in your words that reveal who you
Right.
are as a leader. And so Hosea Williams went across the street that very day and met with Reverend Williams Homes Borders and started feeding the homeless in his educational building there at Wheat Street Baptist Church every Sunday. And that's how Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless got started in 1970. And it continued like that until his Hosea Williams passed away in 2000, at which time my husband, Afemo, and I, we were artists like Kenneth Zaki, and still are, and still very much artists, but we've had to kind of put that on the back burner. And we took over the organization and were determined to make it a year-round institution. And we worked very hard, and we learned what we needed to learn as we went. It was on the job training. And so now we are year-round. We went from just having Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners to being year-round. And right here in Fulton County, you know, we provide emergency food for not just businesses and individuals, and for senior citizens and apartment complexes. We provide training for smaller nonprofits that come to us, because our job is to what? It would duplicate ourselves, right? So we have to duplicate ourselves in the community, Commissioner. We don't want to be the only one that knows how to do these things. And since we created these systems from scratch, we know how to teach the other nonprofits how to have systems, how to have databases, how to do pull demographics, you know, everything that you would need to run a company, we do, and we train. We also pay rent, rental assistance, and utility assistance for residents. And we also do Jose on the Move, which is we can pop up with food distribution anywhere in the county. And we do that. We have our new national headquarters that'll be opening in 2545 Forest Hills Drive. Sometime in late September. We ran into a couple of bumps in the road, but we're back on track, and we're scheduling a grand opening in October. So Fulton County has been our home since our inception. And a lot of the work that we do has to do with providing training for families, sustaining families through case management, helping them to find jobs. So I'm very glad to meet the Fulton workforce here on the call this morning, because we'll be getting in touch with him to see how we can work with them and help us to get people jobs. We do financial literacy training and budgeting. So we want to be a one-stop shop so that people don't have to go in different places all over the county to get the help they need. They can come to Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless and get pretty much everything they need in one stop.
Well, you know, I have been a witness to the great work that not only that your dad did, but the great work that you and your husband have, the way that you all have continued and improved upon his legacy. I remember being at Emory Law School collecting canned goods in '96 to take over to Hosea when he was on Peachtree at that time. Mm-hmm. Right there at the corner of Peachtree and I think Glen Iris or something like that. So,
that's right.
Tell us, what is your biggest challenge? What is the biggest challenge for Hosea Helps?
Well, I would say that our biggest challenge at Hosea Helps would be actually technology, and being that many of the families that we serve do not have adequate technology in their apartments or in their homes. Telling them to upload documents or telling them to go online and fill out an application is often not an option for them. I would say that we need to create a network of communication, whether it be through sending out postcards or actually feet in the street as if we were campaigning for an office, going through these apartment complexes and going through these neighborhoods, speaking to the schools, the teachers, the churches, to let them know about our programs and to let them know about all of the wonderful programs that Fulton County has to offer. Most of the funding that we get does not go into operations. So even if we get, say, a $300,000 grant, only 6 or 7% of that can go into operations. All of the rest of it has to go directly through us into the client direct services. So a big challenge is also fundraising as it relates to money for operations to make sure that we can keep the lights on, pay the staff. We have 25 full-time staff members right now. We've taken a great leap. We're one of the organizations that did not close down during COVID. And ever since March, my staff has been working every day. They never did go home. They never did stop working. And so we added on 2 more case managers and a truck driver. Many of the locations that we distribute food, and we're also distributing PPE, which is the mask, the hand sanitizer, and all of that into the community. We take it in our trucks and we drop them off. So fundraising has also been a major challenge for us because there's so much need. You could never duplicate services. So anybody that says anything to you about duplicating services, you can forget that, because there are still people that aren't being reached. I can guarantee you. So we just need more funds, and then we need more technology and a better way to actually let the people know the services are available. So we may have to do that through mailing and through outreach with our feet in the street to make sure that people know that we are there and that other organizations are there.
Well, if they haven't seen Hosea, seen or heard of Hosea Helps, they must be under a rock somewhere, because I have seen the trucks and I've been over there to the warehouse, getting the trucks loaded and unloaded. And so we are just so thankful for all of the great work that you do and taking care of the least of these, because really we're going to be evaluated on how we took care of the least of these, right? At the end of the day. Yeah. So, you know, we are just thankful for you and all that you've done. How can the community learn more about Hosea Helps? What's your website and other contact information so that people can get in touch and if they need the services or if they want to help?
Well, we always need volunteers at Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless. Our website is number 4, HOSEA.org. That's number 4, HOSEA.org. It's a great place to come and learn about how you run a warehouse, how you answer the phone, how you run, do intake on clients. It would be a great place to come and bring your teenager to do. We have community service hours for people as well. So number 4, HOSEA.org. Go there and learn about our services and learn about how you can volunteer. Because even if you're quarantined at home, you can make phone calls for us from home. You can do social media campaigns for us at home.
Right.
And so that's the website, number 4, HOSEA.org. O-R-G. So we're inviting everybody in Fulton County to connect with Jose, because Marvin, this is our 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
This Thanksgiving, in whatever shape it morphs into, because it's not going to go away, we will be there, but we may just be in a different form, will be the 50th Thanksgiving dinner for the needy and for the hungry that Hosea has produced. So there'll be a lot of activities in the county. You'll see a lot of pop-up events that say Hosea's 50th, long and strong every day. We're open every day, all year long.
Well,
and yes, I'm supposed to say, I'm sorry. We also have our Facebook page, our social media, our Twitter. Facebook and Twitter is for Hosea as well, the number 4, HOSEA. So we're all over social media. So please join us and listen up every Friday at 6 o'clock. Mr. Omalami and I are on live talking about the work we're doing. And of course, it's the work around anti-violence. We are doing a lot of work around anti-violence so that the name Sequoia Turner won't come up again.
Well, again, thank you for all that you do. We know you guys are busy. We know you stay busy. Certainly appreciative of the foot soldier, Mr. Hosea himself, walked across that Edmund Pettus Bridge along with John Lewis. But more importantly, the legacy of taking care of the homeless, the hungry and the homeless. Walking across the bridge was a tremendous feat, but feeding the hungry and homeless is godly. So we're just thankful for you, for again, and your husband, Famo, for taking over that legacy and taking it to the next level.
Well, we want to thank you more than you thanking us because of your support and the support of the commission. You know, we have received funds, much needed funds that we needed for rent assistance in Fulton County, and we're still able to do so much because of you. The county is divided as our nation is. And we want to make sure that South Fulton is taken care of as well as North Fulton. You know, we don't want to see any disparity there. So we stand strong as your representative throughout the county. And your work, Marvin, has been strong and exemplary over the last several years that you've come into this position. So we want to thank you that you stayed connected. And please, this was Hosea Williams' challenge. How do you stay connected to the average working man? And he went from the homeless to the White House. And he stayed connected to everybody there and in between. And so you've done the same. So I want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you. 50 years is a huge milestone. Happy to be able to celebrate it with you. And I'll be there with my daughters to help serve dinner wherever it is.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone for watching our show today, District Dialogue. Please stay updated and look at Fulton County website for updates on Fulton County services. We want everyone to stay safe. Please remember to wear your mask and take social distancing seriously. We are still in the COVID-19 pandemic. And so again, we want everyone to be safe. We want to once again thank all of our panelists today for taking time out of their busy schedules to share with us about the work and the services they do. And thanks to all of you for watching. This is District Dialogues, and we'll see you next time.